trying really hard not to smile too hard because this white makeup apparently cracks. Look at the difference. Like, I'm pretty pale and... Hello everybody and welcome to Stitch Trek, a show where we talk about Star Trek costumes, where to buy them, how to make them. But for the next few episodes, we're going to be talking about the costumes I made for the Star Trek cruise. I should have steamed this, and I did not. I also should have painted my hands, and I did not. This specific episode is about day 2 of the Star Trek cruise 2024. That would be cruise 7. This was an at-sea day, meaning we had no excursions. The themed party for that evening was Salute to Sci-Fi, but of course being us, we couldn't imagine doing anything other than Star Trek. So we did Spock's Brain. This original series episode is considered probably one of the worst, for a myriad of reasons, and it seemed like Deanna and I had a theme of costumes from bad episodes this year, and it was wonderful. So without further ado, here I am constructing my costume from Spock's Brain.
So this is the costume from Spock's Brain that I am going to mimic. It's got boots, a very short skirt, a strange triangular back, shoulder straps that don't look like they'd hold anything up, and this wonderful little bracelet with these buttons that control all sorts of different things. I went online and I found this pair of leggings. Pause in case you want to buy them. Really quickly, I want to show you how to search using the Google Lens app. So I've paused the show at a specific point that shows the fabric that I want to use. All you have to do is download the Google Lens app. Now, you can take a picture of whatever you're looking at. I zoom in on the portion I want, click the picture button, and it instantly searches the internet for like-looking things. That's pretty close. You see, fabric, other things made out of such fabric. This is how I found the fabric that is so awfully close by using this app. Now let's try with some fabric I already have just around my house. Let's take a picture of the cushion with the app. And right away, very first find is the exact same fabric. I bought 3 pairs as large as I could. I'm going to need all the fabric. And here is the striped pink fabric. Try to get this on my mannequin. That's about where I'm going to cut the big see-through sections. I'm going to sketch it out in pen in a nice thin line. Now I carefully pinch it so I only have to cut it once. 1 time equals 2 sides. I'm just going to sketch out the curved connections. What do I call them other than that? My plan is to make leggings with cutouts separately from metallic pink shorts that will go underneath. Did it work? Looks like it worked. Now, there's a strap down the front of the leggings, but not down the back. So I'm going to cut straight across the back of the leg to get rid of that unnecessary second back strap on each leg. Guys, really, I just fly by the seat of my pants when making costumes, and I want to show you that you can too, because that's pretty much what I'm doing here, winging it. I'm not going to edge or hem anything when it comes to these leggings. Now we got to figure out the dress. Here's an amazing fabric I found. This dress is very bell-shaped. and there's the front. The front is shorter than the back because the point comes up high, and the bust area is a different fabric. Now, I'm going to make the triangle back. I'm just making sure there are no wrinkles. It's very important that it be the same. Brush out any imperfections. And then slice. Now I'm sewing the sides together, and after that I will hem the bottom. This is no-sew paper. No-sew tape comes in tape form, and no-sew paper comes in paper form. You can cut the paper to anything you need. Circles, rectangles, in this case, a triangle. It adds stability and rigidity. So I'm cutting it into a triangle. I want this to stand up pretty well on its own, although I do plan on giving it some tendrils to hang from. Here I am tucking it underneath the folds of the triangle back. One side has paper on it, so you can apply the iron, while the other side is melted and affixed to the fabric. Now, because I expect this to be itchy on my back, I'm going to iron a piece of fabric onto the gum. I'm removing the paper, exposing the gum. And trimming it to the right size. And I'm ironing it together. Now I've cut some strips from the adhesive paper.
I close my eyes, and every time I'm coming back to you. Columbus Circle.
And now I'm ironing it in place, removing the adhesive back. Not done.
Just a few lonely people and the horses outside the Sherry Netherland.
Now I fold it over and iron it securely. Everything is ironed into a wonderful two-sided point. Now I'm just going to hem it to the right length, which is awfully short. I'm going to use the legs as the bust straps.
And every time I'm coming back to you.
I turn them this way so that the seam is hidden on the inside. Now I'm just going to fidget them into place and do a messy little pinning stitch to hold it there so I can see what it will look like. Time to change the shape a little. And we're going to cut an arc, connect at the armpit. Then I use that as the template, as usual, for the other side. Because why would you do anything different? First, I sewed the bust onto the dress for real. Then I went up the edge that I just cut, pinching over the fabric to make it a nice, clean seam.
New York, you're so lonely with your cold white arms.
I have to figure out where to put the back and forth folded accent on the front, so I'm looking for the middle. Trick, measure the whole width, then fold it in half. There's the middle. We're going to mark the line that the back and forth fold is going to go on. Here's a spare piece of fabric. And we have to figure out how to make a zigzag out of it. Oh golly. This was an awful lot of trial and error, but I think I figured out the shape that works best. And it's kind of this. So you fold it here, right? Like watch me struggle.
New York, you're so lonely with your cold white arms.
Yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4 folds
I close my
from the narrow side.
eyes and every time
Okay, see how that's kind of working?
coming back.
I swear this weird shape works. I want to call it like the comma. It looks like a comma to me, but it's not. It's just like a lot of finessing, a lot of wiggling around, a lot of figuring it out until it's finally honed in on what you're looking to make. So here's my best attempt at showing you what this looked like. I really thought I saved this piece of wrapping paper so I could show you actual measurements, but I have no idea where it went and I can't seem to find it. Now, to figure it out, one side is going to be this pink leopard print and the other is going to be the hot pink metallic. So I have to use this as a template to cut both and leave a little bit for margin. Cut it so the side that I want to face out will be facing out once I sew it inside out. It sounds complicated, it's not really that bad. Now it makes sense. This shape matches that template. And when I start to fold them together, using the template as a guide, step by step. Perfection. Now I just have to adhere it to the front by sewing. I plan on doing a stitch here, which will be hidden by this fold, a stitch here that will be hidden by this fold, and a stitch here that will be hidden. I decided that pre-stitching it would be easier, just so it wouldn't move while the dress moved. Well, this should make it a little easier to sew onto the dress. And we made a brain! Spock's brain! Before we forget, let's look at shoes. Now, I bought these at Goodwill. They're about the same height heel and about the same shape, but we have to get rid of these accents. We're going to glue this stretchy fabric all over. So we're going to create the adhesive layer, and then we're going to stretch the fabric over the layer and then pin it in place so it dries where it's supposed to be. Like this. I'm going to jam the pins between the sole and the side. More pinning. I'm just going to wrap it around the heel. There's my leggings, there's my shorts for underneath, and here's the dress. This is the folded section in the front. I think it looks really good. And there's the triangle in the back. I put some see-through invisible straps to hold it up. And here's our cabin. I'm wearing my Voyager uniform today. We always decorate. So freaking cute. Gosh, dang it, I love this room. I swear, I would give up my house on land if it meant that I could live in these quarters in Star Trek fashion. Deanna! We've got some of our outfits laid out for later. We try to keep it kind of clean. Oh, you want to see our little bathroom? Ignore my fingers. This is our little shower. Right? And it's got this like one-stop shop for everything. Bring your own conditioner and shampoo, people. It's a very expensive in the store. Got these 2 doors that slide together. It's very small and round. Got the toilet, cute little floor. It's very small. It's fine though. It serves its purpose. Lots of mirrors. And these are cabinets that open, so you can like see the back of your head when you're doing your hairstyles, which is cool. And there's the rest of the room again. There's Deanna's bed, and there's underbed storage. Like your luggage can all fit under there. And here's mine. We're wearing these later. Look at our balcony. Oh my god, my fingers. I'm the worst at this. There's nothing like being trapped on a ship with 2,000 other Star Trek fans. It's amazing. At night you can't see any of this. It's just you and the stars and the sea. What is she looking for? So we found some small problems with these uniforms that I made for the very first year that we went Star Trek cruising. We put on our TNG uniforms. Look at Deanna's nails. She's been psyched about these ever since she put them on in the dang hotel back in Florida. And they are cute. Feeling it in this uniform. It's so cute. God dang, love it. Setting colors. Well, I don't know. I do makeup for a brunette. I don't know makeup for a blonde. Adorable palette, though. Some uniforms for later. And my cruise bag from one of the previous years. We got yellow t-shirts this year. Now Deanna had an idea, and I'm usually against altering anything because I just can't do it. I can't change things. Oh my gosh. She wants to chop our t-shirts short. And I'm kind of really into it. I feel like this is wrong, but at the same time I feel like it's right. She has a tiny pair of foldable scissors, which are allowed on the cruise. And she is going to chop the shirt to just underneath the graphics on the back. So she's folded it off at that point. She's using the graphic as a visual aid to make sure it's level. We are about to go to the Star Trek Cruise t-shirt party. There's one on every cruise, and you're supposed to wear your Star Trek Cruise issued t-shirt, and you will get free beverages, and there'll be a show. But we didn't want to cover up our whole uniform with a t-shirt, and this just makes so much sense, and it's so cute. Hell yeah. Did the same to mine. Here's some lovely posters in the hallways. There's so much to see every cruise. This is the topmost bar. Tippity-toppity, I think it's deck 14. Now we're down on the pool deck, hosted by Chase Masterson. And I don't know how it happened, but one of Deanna's upcoming costumes is Barbie themed. She was not wearing it at this time, but Chase came to the edge of the stage, looked directly at Deanna, and said, "Don't you just love Barbie?" And Deanna had a crisis. Is Chase psychic? Was already dressed as the Bajorn. We went to the bar. It was very quiet for some reason, like everybody was getting ready for the party. We went to another bit of entertainment. Oh, look at the beautiful sea with mountains in the distance. We had some cocktails while we talked. Oh, may I mention something? There were ants on our balcony. Just like a few now and then. But I wonder, scientifically, for how long has this ant colony been separated from land? For how many years has this completely separate ant colony been existing on this cruise ship? I feel like someone ought to research it. Deck 9, port, by the way. In case it's not this same colony for the entire ship. I'm gonna figure out my hair. I think I'm going to use one of these bun rolls to give it some volume, because I don't have that naturally. My hair is very limp and fine otherwise. The makeup is really very simple. There's not a whole lot to see. It's not as heavy as some episodes. I'm just trying to get my darn fake lashes to stick in this terrible lighting and makeup and mirror situation. Deanna's trying to put on a wig. She went wig serious this time. And there she is. I think I'll finish my makeup a little more when she's away from the mirror. Watch a little Star Trek with a screwdriver. There's Deanna. She looks absolutely freaking amazing. That wig is so cool. Oh, her version of the outfit came out so well. There's me holding the clear purse that Spock's brain lives in. I think my hair and makeup came out pretty well. The dress is to die for. You know when you just surprise yourself sometimes? Yeah, that's me right now. And then we went to our party. And did I take footage? Nope.
Another wonderful day on the cruise. We had a fabulous time. And we're able to use these costumes twice, but that will come up in a future episode. And thank you so much for watching this little show. It really does mean the world to me. Share what you're making. I would absolutely love to know what you're working on. I'd love to know what costumes have you motivated lately. But until next time, everyone, live long and prosper. Blah! And... why is this crooked? that's not better. Is it better? Every time I blink, the contacts readjust. Hello?